My people, it's your buddy Tack. Time for a little story time. Now, a couple months ago, I never got to tell you guys this story, but it was pretty cool. Something that's never happened to me before. Oh God, no, not that. I'm not that type of guy, you know that. Hanging out on a porch, drinking a beer, smoking a cig, because I don't smoke cigs in the house, because that's gross. Just hanging out like I always do. And I think this was just after the 4th of July. Yeah. And I'm hanging out, sitting there chilling, and I notice something to my right moving. I'm like, what the? And I turn and look, and I see something big. I'm like, yo, fucking deer, coyote, something cool, you know what I'm saying? And no, it wasn't that. So let me show you on my phone real quick. So, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but I'm sitting on the porch, and I don't know if you can see that bag right there. I had old fireworks in it from the night before, and I kept it out there just in case they started on fire. And this thing went over to that bag, sniffed that bag, and started walking across. And got right about there. There's my porch. That's where I was sitting. And this thing, when I realized what it was, it had to realize what it really was. You know what I'm saying? And of course, as always, I got a gun on me. Because you know how your man is. Oh, you know what I'm saying? FN57 or whatever at that particular time. But yeah, so this thing went about halfway across, turned and started walking straight at me. Now, since I was sitting there, did not notice me at all. But this is what came straight up to me. I've always wanted to see one. I've seen them like at dumps back in the day with Dad up in the Adirondacks, but I never got to see one in the woods. I'd only see evidence, poop, prints, whatever. Never seen one. This mofo is walking straight up to my porch, and I'm about here. Everybody's like, that's a small one. If you see it in real life, no, it wasn't small. I don't know if it was full grown, but it was definitely a lot bigger than me. I know that's not saying much, because I'm a little midget person. But yo, this thing definitely outweighed me by at least 100 pounds. So instead of pulling my gun out, I pulled my phone out so I can get a death picture to prove how I died. Now, as it was coming up, it actually made it almost to the porch. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, should I let this guy come up and sniff me? How close do I want to let him get? And as soon as he got about to the porch, I gotta admit it, I punked out. Now everybody's like, oh, well, why didn't you run? Did you run in the house or something? Now, my outer porch has 2 doors right against each other. One goes in, one goes out. The outer one goes out. So if I wanted to get in the house, I'd have to open the door and get closer to him just to get in. So what I did was I stood up and I said, yo man, you better send it. And that guy took off into the bushes. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, this was me. Let me show you the other picture. That's him friggin' barreling, taking off like a bat out of hell. You know what I'm saying? Because I totally scared him. Well, he just sees me stand up. I'm like, you better send it. And he fucking bolted right into the woods. And it was funny. Every day after that, I come out the door. I'm like, this guy's still around here, looking down in the ditch and stuff. But that was totally cool. And to tell you the truth, even though I was like amped up, I felt blessed to be that close to a wild bear. I thought that was the dopest shit that's ever happened to me in my life. That was so freaking cool. I always told Mrs. Tack, I said, oh man, I want to see a bear, I want to see a bear. Well, I had a bear walk right up to me on my own freaking porch. And I was shitting myself, and it was awesome. Now, the next thing I want to see is a mountain lion. You know what? I'd almost say that'd be a little bit more scary. Even though they're smaller, they're just so nasty, and they'll hide in the bushes. You know how cats are, and they sneak around, then they blast out, especially when your head is turned. A lot of animals are like that. They know when your head is turned, and that's when they freaking attack. So, they used to be here back in the day in New York, and then everybody started killing everything. You know, even the Wolverine was down here, and then they started killing them. I did see a monster fisher run right into my yard, which was sick as hell. His back was, almost looked like it was 2 foot tall. I mean, his back. freaking huge. So that's cool. At least we got them. Just to share with you. I like to save animals because you know how I guys. You know how I am. There's a little birdie. I do this a lot, especially with birds. Hold on. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. He's sitting on my lap. Check that out. I don't know what kind of bird that is. You know, he's decent size. Oh, here's another one. I don't know if that's focusing. Another little birdie. He's cute as hell. Here's another one. I do this shit all the time. I am the bird whisperer. I'm the Birdman of Alcatraz. Here's me petting a chickadee. I actually got to pet a crow once. That was fucking dope as hell. I thought I was gonna get tore up. But actually I didn't, which was very odd. He let me come up to him and pet him, which was totally weird. And there was a couple more. Because I save birds and stuff if they hit windows and stuff, and I go out and fix them and let them go back to nature. So that's it. That's just a short little story. I want to tell you guys that. It was super cool. I was shitting myself a little bit, but I did have a gun on me. Like I said, I didn't even go for the damn thing because I was too worried about getting a death picture. Nobody's going to believe me. Oh, I sent that picture to Mrs. Tack. She's at work. She's like, oh, that's freaking photoshopped. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't know how to fucking Photoshop. I'm retarded. I said, that shit is real, man. So, because she goes out there sometimes and does stuff by herself. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful. I mean, just going out into your own freaking yard. You don't know what the hell you're going to find. Which I think is cool. I don't know. It just makes it more exciting when you just die. That's pretty cool. I know that's fucked up. Anyways, as always, I appreciate you guys stopping by, visiting your man Tack. And until the next time we meet,